Hello, hi everyone, my name is Wesley and I'm here today to talk to you about the weird mysterious term that you've probably seen thrown around in pretty much every recipe and conversation about wok cooking, which is the expression wok hei. What is it, what does it mean, and most importantly, how do we create it for our own home cooking attempts? Source: I have spent the last 5 years cooking food for people in a giant metal bowl over a flaming trash can, and one time someone on Yelp once told me that I can in fact cook. Okay, so wok hei, or literally the breath of the wok, is the smoky, flame-seared quality that we associate with most stir-fries produced in wok cooking. You can think of it as the difference in flavor and quality that you taste when you sear chicken in a pan versus when you grill chicken on a barbecue, or, well, kind of. You get the idea. It occurs specifically in wok cooking because the flame of a wok burner kicks both higher and wider than a normal commercial or home range does. This then allows the flame to lick over the side of the wok, creating the open flame quality that we associate with most wok stir fries now. And I want to emphasize this because it's very important. The height and the width of the flame is what is critical for wok hei. You'll notice I did not mention BTU output because I truly believe that it does not take an extraordinary amount of heat to create wok hei, despite what literally every other source on the internet will tell you. I'll explain. Okay, so obviously it's much easier to create wok hei on a commercial wok range with an enormous BTU output like this one, because it is very easy to get the flame to lick over the side of the wok, like so. But this quality of the flame is not a result of BTU output, but rather a result of the shape and color of the flame that the burner is creating. This is then paired with how low the bowl of the wok is positioned relative to the flame. You'll notice the flame here is very wide, nearly as wide as the wok itself is. You'll often see this referred to as a jet engine burner because, well, the flame literally looks wide and round like a jet engine. This means that when we place the wok over the flame, it already comes over the side of the wok pretty easily. However, this directionality is not a quality of BTU output, but the design of the burner itself with its high BTU output as a consequence of what we need in order to output the flame that is this wide. Now, to compare, let's look at what happens on our home ranges where the burners are designed specifically to direct heat into the center of a pan. This is designed this way because most European pans have a big heavy bottom on them made to absorb all of this heat, then evenly distribute it over a frying pan, like this. When paired with a wok, however, the higher walls of our wok bowl pose a problem here because all of the flame is heading directly into the bottom of the wok, and nothing is able to reach over the sides of the wok bowl. Many cooks may incorrectly attribute this problem as a problem with BTU output, or in other words, my flame isn't wide enough because I don't have enough heat. In actuality though, this is not quite true. Yes, more BTU output would certainly help, but more importantly, better flame placement is what we actually need. Okay, so I know what you're thinking, that's great Wesley, but now what? My stupid home range still sucks. Alright internet, calm down, I still have a couple tricks for this. First off, let's address everyone's concerns about BTU output because yes, that does matter, but not for wok hei. For those looking, we did a whole video about how to navigate lower BTU output ranges in our stir fry basics video here. Everything that you need to know about wok cooking on lower BTU output ranges lives here, including how to batch cook, how to navigate kinetic motion, and more. Go on, pause here and go watch that video and come back when you're done. I'll wait. Good? Okay, so now for our more pressing question at hand, how do we create wok hei on these home ranges? In short, it's not too dissimilar from how we flambe in European cooking. Basically, alcohol goes into a pan, we tilt it downward, alcohol ignites, and flambe. For our home stir fries, we're going to do a similar motion of tilting our wok downward toward the flame to mimic the directionality of a wok burner. But we still have one extra step that we need to take, which is reproducing the extraordinary heat of a wok range to yield wok hei. This does not, however, require extraordinary BTU output, but simply navigating our kinetic motion, or in other words, the more that we move a wok, the colder it will get. Conversely, if we stop moving the wok, raging hot wok surface happens. So altogether, a little less motion, a little bit more tilting, and we've got our wok hei. Finish up your stir fry as you normally would and marvel in the beautiful high heat stir fry that you've just created on your tiny 10,000 BTU home range. Okay, that's it for today. Give this a shot for dinner tonight and let me know how it goes.